it's all popping off in episode 9. Jen gets a taste of the reality that has been hidden. Everybody's been keeping it a secret from her, and now she knows that they all have powers besides Mum. Obviously this is freaking her out and she is confused, frankly.
Look, I'm Thunder. All right.
But I feel like it had to come out eventually. This is obviously going to lead to her making a decision about whether she actually wants to be a superhero or not, because we are seeing that she doesn't want to be a superhero right now. She doesn't want to be anyone's hero. It shows the difference between her and Anissa. Anissa is very strong-willed. She's very confident. She's very stand up for your rights. She is an advocate for women. You know, when they talk about the patriarchy and the sexualization of the female and how females just can't be taken serious. She wants to break the mold and break the stereotype. That's what Anissa wants to do. But Jen, however, just wants to have a normal life. She wants to get married, she wants to go to prom, she wants to date, she wants to have children eventually. So you're seeing the difference in the two girls. They are sisters, but they are very different, and they have very different outlooks on the world and on life in general. I feel like Jen will come around. I feel like it's going to take some time, but she will come around and start to make use of her powers. But I feel like she just needs a reason. Anissa has strong reasons and strong morals and values that connect her to the reasons why she's actually doing the work that she's doing. And Jen has yet to figure that out. She is a little bit younger. She's still in school and everything. I think Anissa has graduated, so there's a little bit of an age gap between them, and Jen's a little bit younger and a little bit more naive, so she's got a little bit of growing into herself to do for her to even, like, you know, find the reason why she wants to fight bad guys, basically. We move on to the scene where the parents do not agree, especially Lynn, don't agree with the fact that Anissa had told Jen the truth. They feel like that was their responsibility. Jen actually ended up challenging them as parents, and I feel like Lynn is quite vulnerable when it comes to her children, and I like that. Obviously we need that touch in the show, and I feel like good parents do worry about their children. They do worry about whether they're doing the right thing, but Lynn ultimately has no control over anything, really. The best that she can do is just do her job well so that they are protected, and, you know, do the best that she can in her job, and that's really all she can do. But I like the fact that she's still allowing her children to be who they are. They're not being too strict on the kids. They allow, you know, there has to be some room for allowing them to be adults and to be adolescents and stuff like that, and, you know, having their own minds and making their own decisions. So it's good that in this show you can relate to a lot of different sides to things. The fact that we've got Black Lightning, whose father was murdered, and Gambi being his kind of adoptive father, you can say adoptive father. And then you have Black woman, then you have, you know, the parenting aspect. So everybody can relate to something in the show, and the story about parenting is very relatable. Being Black and not being respected in society, very relatable storylines, and it's staying that way all throughout. It's not focusing too much on one aspect. What's interesting about Black Lightning and Gambi is that they don't meet in this episode, but they are quite on the same path. Gambi's going out of his way to just protect them. He completely accepts that Black Lightning doesn't trust him anymore, but he's still going out of his way to protect him, and that's love. And then you've got Black Lightning, who, although he said Gambi can't be trusted with this, that also leaves the question that what can he be trusted with then? So he said with this, but he's not saying Gambi can't be trusted at all. There's still a little bit of a room in his mind for Gambi to come back in, and Gambi is never going to give up on their family. Gambi's very loyal, but Gambi has another side to him, and we're seeing that in this episode. He is almost like a villain with a good heart. You know, he actually injected somebody with black mamba venom. Come on, you know what I mean? He's still a villain at the end of the day. So but he's just a good villain. He's a villain with good intentions. So I don't know if you can really even call that a villain, but I like that he has a dark side, because it's needed. If you're working with Black Lightning, you need to be able to understand what kind of evils there are out there, right? You can't be completely naive to it. And so I feel like if Gambi ever was in a situation where people might come for him, he would be prepared, which is good to know. He's also doing his research around what had happened with the boys and how they'd been killed because they had special abilities. There was a lot of bribery involved when it came to Black Lightning's dad. Gambi has a conscience. You see him clearly feel bad that the kids that he had actually helped find were dead when he found them in the lab. So one thing I do want to know is, why are they keeping the bodies in tanks? I want to know that. Are they still doing research on the boys? Is it like been an ongoing investigation? And Gambi's just got dirt on everybody. He's got dirt on Tom, Jerry, Charlene down the road. He's got dirt on everybody. You know, he has his resources. Then there was a scene when Anissa and her dad went into this guy's office. Anissa's wearing the Hillary Clinton mask, and then we've got Black Lightning with the Barack mask on. She was like, no, it's disrespectful to call him by his first name, which is so true. You don't hear people addressing, you know, they say President Clinton. It's highly disrespectful, and I respect that she acknowledged that he took the piss there. It's annoying to hear people kind of play down his presidency because he was a black man. Like, he deserves just as much respect as any other president before him. Anissa's character is confident now. She's very wise, she's very strong, she's very hard-headed, she's very strong-willed. She's just I like how she's turning out to be. I still can't fully take her seriously, and to be honest with you, the only time that I actually got engrossed in this episode was when Jen was acting. I must say, Jen's acting skills have risen. You know, when she comes down the stairs and she's like, Dad, she said that you got powers.
Get away from me. Listen to me. Stay away from me. Listen to me.
Dad! Dad, Anissa said, well, she just lifted up my bed and said, you're Black Lightning.
Like, I can see how actually she's quite a good actor. She's quite a good actress. Her and Lynn, the two of those are good actresses. I can't get too fully into Anissa because it's just a lot of cheese happening still. But I see where they're going with her character, and you know, she's got a little bit of swag now. She got her new suit, which I feel like they could have done better with the suit design. I didn't like it. It looks like plasticky and it looks cheap. I don't like the mask that she's wearing. Even her hairstyle, she had like 2 ponytails and then two at the top and then 2 at the bottom. I don't know if I was really feeling that. But I hope that they revise the suits when they go into season 2. I don't know if there's going to be a season 2, but I hope there is. And I hope they revise her look. We didn't hear much from the 100 crew. We didn't see anything to do with Lala. I was looking forward to seeing Lala and how he's coping, but I guess we'll find that out in episode 10. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. Okay guys, so I'm going to let you enjoy your day, and I shall see you next time.